Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. I'm actually driving to a little town called Warrenton in Virginia. Today we're taking a look at an Eastman guitar. So I'm back from my trip to Warrenton, Virginia, and it was a great trip, and it was a bad trip. The good part was I got to visit the little town of Warrenton, which is a really charming little town up in northern Virginia. The bad side to it was I didn't read the social media for the music center that I was visiting that day, and yeah, they were closed. So I drove all that way to show up to a closed music store. But it was no worries. I got back to Richmond. I went to their Reverb page. The place is called Drum and Strum. It was a really enjoyable experience ordering. I ordered it. It shipped on Monday. It was here on Tuesday. I'm not sponsored by them. I just wanted to share the pleasant experience. Anyway, this is an Eastman SB59. And I've been really curious about Eastman for a long time. If you're not familiar with who Eastman is, the best way I've heard them described is they're like a Chinese boutique builder. And that's probably not too far off as far as, describing what they do. All the instruments that they make, whether it be a violin, an acoustic guitar, or electric guitar, or hollow body electric guitar, they're all handmade. There is no CNC machines in their shop. Everything is done by hand, and they feel really high quality. It feels like a really high quality guitar. But anyway, what I thought we would do is we'll take a look at the specs. We'll take a listen to it, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So let's start with the specs here. We've got a one-piece mahogany body with a maple cap. You've got a one-piece mahogany neck with an ebony fretboard. The neck and the body are both have binding, and the binding is done exceptionally well. There's very little on this guitar that's not done exceptionally well. You've got 22 medium Jescar fret wire frets that are polished really, really well and rounded over. Just there's not even a hint of any kind of fret sprout. On the guitar itself, the hardware as far as the tailpiece, the bridge, the tuners, those are all Goto. The vintage style Goto tuners, these tuners tune really, really, really good. The nut is a bone nut, and it is perfect. It is cut perfect. As far as electronics, you have a three-way toggle switch, which is a Switchcraft switch. You have a Switchcraft input jack. You've got CTS pots, 500K potentiometers. So all the things that you would really want in a quote-unquote kind of boutique guitar, even though the price is not boutique. And we'll talk about that later on. As far as pickups are concerned, these are Seymour Duncan 59s. And I like the Seymour Duncans. I like them a lot. They're kind of in the way my take on them is they're like a kind of a classic PAF with a bite. So they're a little hot at times, but they also clean up really, really well. Also, with this neck, the neck actually is considered a soft V, and it's kind of thick. It's got that 50s kind of Les Paul feel to it. If you've ever played the Epiphone Les Paul, it's a very similar feeling neck, but it's very comfortable because it's got that V profile to it. It's comfortable on the hand. Anyway, let's take a listen to it, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the other side. So my final thoughts on this guitar. There are a lot of videos right now on YouTube where they're comparing this to the Gibson. Okay, I didn't go into purchasing this guitar because I was looking to replace my Gibson, or I wanted to, or I wanted something that was perceived to be better at a better price. I went into this guitar because I'd heard really good things about it, and I wanted to check it out. So it is a different feeling. Even though they look very similar, there is definitely a different feel to this guitar. Whether it be because of the ebony fretboard material feels different to the touch, whether it's the fact that this guitar is 1.5 pounds lighter than my Gibson. This is solid body. There's no weight relief here. It's just a nice 8-pound piece of mahogany, so it's very comfortable. The body overall is actually a little bit smaller than what a Les Paul would be. So there is definitely a different feel to it. That doesn't make it better or worse. I think this is a fantastic guitar that stands on its own, and it has great features, and it comes with a nice hard shell case. You can see back here. You know, all for a very good price. This guitar comes in at about $1,700, and which is just, you know, for everything you get with it, it's well worth that and probably more. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video, and if you feel so inclined to give it a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. It helps to circulate the videos, and I'd love to have you subscribe. And with that, I'm going to say take care until next time.